제 251회 복덕방에 가보지 그래.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to LSK, that's Let's Speak Korean on Arirang TV. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and something big's happened. Something big has happened. Steven's got to move quickly in a rush. Wonder what's going to happen today. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, my roommate's getting married. Anyway, 안녕하세요. I'm Steven Revere. Thank you all for being with us and our students today.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Huh?
제가 우즈베키스탄에서 온 올가입니다.
Okay, nice to see you.
Hey, hi everyone, this is Nasir and with beautiful Olga and two of us sophisticated teachers.
Oh,
안녕하세요.
sophisticated.
Thank you. Well, there's a reason why Olga did 여러분. Okay, it's a 예고, a preview as to what may be coming up later on in our show today. We'll get to that later. First, take a look at our lesson.
Wrap it up
With Lisa.
and Steven. 큰일 났네. 룸메이트가 결혼을 해서 이사를 해야 하는데.
그래? 언제까지?
이번 달 말까지.
그럼 빨리 복덕방에 가보지 그래.
Earlier I said something big has happened to Steven. Something big. Exactly what this is. 큰일 났어. 큰일 났어, Steven.
We had this recently. 큰일 났네. I got a big problem happening here, right? And then 룸메이트가. There's a roommate. Here's a new word for you. In Korean, roommate is, repeat after me, 룸메이트. Okay? You gotta pronounce it right. 룸메이트. And then 결혼을 해서, because since my roommate is getting married, what do we have? 이사를 해야 하는데. We're combining a couple of sentence endings here. You've got 해야 하다 is to have to do something. 는데 is a very common sentence ending that starts up a conversation. In this case, 이사를 해야 하는데.
Right. One interesting fact is they don't have as many roommates here as we would in the Western countries.
Yeah.
And one thing Koreans always point out is, you know, I went to the States and had a roommate and they put their name on the milk and I had to put my name on the milk and everybody used everything separately. Whereas here in Korea, everybody kind of just like shares everything in the house, right? Interesting. Let's try to repeat this. Okay, be careful of the pronunciation. 룸메이트가 결혼을 해서, cut here, 이사를 해야 하는데.
룸메이트가 결혼해서 이사를 해야 하는데.
Good job.
룸메이트가 결혼했는데
해서
이사를 해야 하는데
Yeah. Be careful of those markers. 결혼을 해서 이사를 해야 하는데. Next line. 그래 언제까지? By when?
Yeah, we have gaji a lot, and it's a little difficult for Koreans because sometimes it's by and sometimes it's until in English. But the good news for us is both are just gaji in Korean. So. Okay.
And then here in our next line, 이번 달 말까지. Even though it's such a short line, there's lots of things to study here. 이번 달, this month, 말까지. 말 we know is horse, but it also has another meaning too.
Look at what we have here. 말 being the end of the month. Let's say you want to say the beginning of the month. You can say 이번 달 초순. Okay, 초순 is the beginning of the month. What do you think? You know, 초 being the beginning, right? What do you think? Let's take a wild shot in the dark at what the middle of the month would be.
중국.
Yes, there you go.
중학교, 중국.
We've
Come
got
on, you guys know it.
중순. There's the middle, okay? Yes, you always, every city you go to in Korea has 중앙역 or 중앙동. It's the place in the middle of the center of the city. 중순 is the middle of the month. Now we had 마 a little bit ago. Something a little bit different for the end. You could also say 하순. 이번 달 하순 is the end of the month, okay? Or 이번 달 말, which we also had just a moment ago. The end. 주말 is the end of the week.
Yes, it is. And the final line, 그럼 빨리 복덕방에 가보지 그래. Now here's another new word, 복덕방, which is also similar to 부동산. You may be familiar with 부동산 a little more. It's both realtor.
가보지 그래. A great ending to use when you're recommending something to someone. Go try this, right? 가보지 그래. Go try doing this. The great thing about this one also, no conjugation necessary. You just take the verb stem and stick it on there. It doesn't matter whether there's a 받침 or not. You just use this the same way, either way. 먹지 그래, 보지 그래, 마시지 그래. And what do we? Another one, a double 받침. How about 읽지 그래?
따라하지 그래, okay? It's really hard to say. 복덕방.
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 Right, okay? 빨리 복덕방에 가보지 그래.
빨리 복덕방에 가보지 그래.
빨리 복덕방 가지 그래.
가보지.
가보지 그래.
So slow. 빨리 복덕방.
빨리 복덕방 가보지 그래.
Good.
All right, that's the end of our lesson. Let's go into our Korean Insight. Korean Insight. Do you remember Olga saying 안녕하세요?
Here's why. We've got a phenomenal treat for you today. We're going to hear traditional Korean pansori from an expert.
That's right. Let's go take a listen first.
그때 놀보가 화초장을 짊어지고 가면서 잊어버릴까봐 애우면서 가는데 화초장 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 하나를 얻었다 얻었네 화초장 하나를 얻었다 저희 집으로 들어가며 여보게 마누라 집안 어른이 어디 갔다가 집구석이라고 들어오면 우르르르르르 쫓아나와서 영접하는 게 도리 옳지 좌이부동이 웬일인가 에라 이 사람 없을 사람 돌보 마누레 나온다 돌보 마누레 나와 영감 오신 줄 내 몰랐어 영감 오신 줄 내가 몰랐어 이리 오시오 이리 와
Whoa, incredible. Wow.
Very beautiful. You know-
So, I hear she's going to teach us.
Oh, really? 가르쳐 주실 거예요?
가르쳐 주신다고.
한 소절만. 오케이.
저기 조금만요.
한번
네,
해보세요.
조금만요. 많이 가르치지 마세요.
한 줄만
Not too much,
해주세요.
not too much.
이게 흥보가에서 나오는 화초장 타령 중에 하나거든요. 그러면 우르르르르르 쫓아나와 여기 한번 해보실 수 있을까요?
알겠습니다.
시작.
우르르르르르 쫓아. I forgot the last part.
우르르르르 쫓아나와 우르르르르 쫓아나와
알았어요. 네.
What a great way to learn a couple extra lines in Korean as well and have some fun.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out some pansori on Arirang TV. I think it's Sound in Motion. I think.
yeah.
What a great show. All right, let's go and ask Stephen to wrap up our lesson for today. Stephen.
이사를 해야 하는데 so I have to move. 이사를 해야 하는데 이사하다 is to move, right? Then we've got 가보지 그래. Go, why don't you try that? Go do that, right?
네. Okay, now go and watch the flash animation.
큰일 났네. 룸메이트가 결혼을 해서 이사를 해야 하는데.
그래? 언제까지?
이번 달 말까지.
그럼 빨리 복덕방에 가보지 그래.
All right, we'll see you back here next time. Please join us then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye everybody.
안녕,
복덕방.